about the truth about collagen. I feel like collagen is having its moment in the sun right now, and I am excited. If you know me, you know I have a little science background, and I'm always happy when we get to delve into some of the details about why um, things like protein are having their moment in the sun, and collagen is having its moment in the sun, and why it's important to talk about it and know kind of the truth behind the scenes. So, this is our lunch chat today. But no matter when you are joining us, no matter what time of day, we're just happy that you are listening in and part of this conversation with us. So, we're going to kick off in just a minute or two when Carla gives me the go ahead. But this conversation is most powerful if you're able to engage with us and let us know if you have questions or comments, if there are things that you agree with or disagree with. All you have to do is comment below the live stream in Facebook or if this gets put on other platforms, whatever the opportunity is for you to engage and comment. We want to hear from you because that's what makes this conversation so powerful. So, Carla, how are we doing?
We're doing pretty good. I had one little
Okay.
technical difficulty. We're just gonna have to fix it later. So we're gonna go ahead and get started though.
I love it. Well, I'm really happy because I get to kick things off. Selfishly, I love being able to be the one that gets to kick things off because I am all about connection and community, and our Smart Choices community on Facebook is all of those things and more. But what I love most is sitting with these incredible women who are each going to share a little tidbit about the topic of collagen. And so, as I was rambling in our kickoff, I was sharing that collagen is having its moment right now. And we have some important things to share with you, some important tidbits to be thinking about, and also just to share with you why it is important to think about collagen. So, my name is Daphne Boothe. I am located in Florida. I am a mom of a 10-year-old. Nope, sorry, 11 as of a few days ago. Oops, I should have taken my Shaklee MindWorks. Um, and I'm in that like busy mama phase of life. And if I'm being really honest, collagen didn't even come on my radar until a couple of years ago. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that when I share some more background on why this particular collagen product that we're talking about today is so important. And so I'm just so incredibly happy to be with this team of women to talk with you, and also excited for all of the people that are watching this live or on the replay. We're so happy you are here. How are we doing, Carla?
Awesome. Daphne, thank you so much for that warm welcome. And I also want to welcome everyone. My name is Carla, and I am a mom, a grandma, a caregiver for my aging mother, and I have been using Shaklee products for over 30 years, and they have completely transformed my life and been there for me through every decade. I started in my 20s. I used them in my 30s when I was a new mom, 40s when I went through perimenopause, 50s when I went through menopause, and now I'm in my 60s. So every stage, Shaklee's been there for me and for all the generations in my family, from my parents down to my grandchildren. So, after 30 years working in wellness, collagen is something that I really haven't known a lot about until a few years ago when Shaklee introduced our first collagen product, Collagen 9. And that is where we learned you need all 9 amino acids for to support collagen. So that was a big, big take. And then we learned about collagen, liquid collagen from a company called Modere, who was going out of business. And our owner saw the opportunity to take advantage of a product that was doing very, very well and changing lives and had the clinical proof behind it. And so I want to tell you a little bit about it. If you've heard about liquid BioCell before, put in the comments, yes, yes, yes. If you're watching this live or the replay, I want to know if you've heard of it. If this is brand new to you, you are going to be amazed. But let me pull up a slide because I want to tell you a little bit about the original formula and the difference of this new formula. And I can do this. I can figure out technology. Yes, I can.
While you do that, Carla, I just wanted to chime in for anybody that's watching live or watching the replay. I'm curious, drop in the comments below, like what is one thing you most want to feel better about your body right now? And what's interesting is as you were sharing, we've got multiple decades, 40s, 50s, 60s, 30s, represented here. We probably all have different answers to that question. So if one comes to the top of your mind, what is one thing you most want to feel better about your body right now? Is it joints, skin, energy, hair, nails? Drop it below. We'd love to hear.
Awesome. Thank you for that question. Yes, we do want to know. So, what is different? So, I told you there was an original formula that we acquired from Modere. And what you may not know is we also acquired the creator of this product. And I have her picture up here. And she started doing this research over 20 years ago. And she took this to be a billion-dollar product line with Modere. And the reason is because it worked. I mean, there are clinical studies, there are 7 patents, lots of industry awards because it was the first time a liquid collagen had been made with this, which is patented now, so no one else can make this collagen and hyaluronic acid matrix. The original formula came with resveratrol and 13 superfoods. Now, when Ozma come over to Shaklee and join the Shaklee team, they work together to give this an upgrade because what we know is that collagen is something that we're losing, right, as we age. But it's also the way that our bodies create the environment for it. And so they created this TriPlex technology to deal with all 3 problems, to be able to protect the environment in our bodies that collagen is made in, to stimulate the growth of new collagen, and then to build that environment where collagen can be quality collagen in our bodies. The other thing that Shaklee did is they added bone density support because as we're aging, this is huge. I mean, we all probably know people who are concerned about their bone density. Not only that, it has chondroitin sulfate in it, which, if you know anything about that, is all about the joints, joint health. The other thing is there's just some amazing ingredients we're going to talk a little bit more later about, but this is different. It is an upgrade. It is an improvement. So it's one more thing. If you were a Modere customer, you already know this product works and you're going to love the new benefits that come with this product. And if you've never tried it, stay tuned. We're going to talk more about it. But let's just talk about collagen. Let's back up just a little bit and talk about collagen being the glue that holds everything together. This is about structure in our bodies. Collagen is the most abundant protein in our body. And when we start losing our collagen, we notice that our skin, the firmness and the elasticity starts to go away. We start to notice more lines and wrinkles, all those things. The collagen is so important for joint cartilage. And the new thing that I'm learning and I'm experiencing is my tendons and ligaments. I'm starting to have more and more trouble, like my elbow. Now I have a little tendon issue. Before, a few years ago, I had a tendon issue in my bicep. So I didn't really know that this collagen could make such a difference. Also, connective tissue. So the thing I also notice is as I'm getting older, my energy, like my recovery time has shortened. And that's something that collagen helps with. So, if you're starting to notice some of these things that happen when you lose collagen, like your hair is getting weaker, or your nails or your joints are feeling stiff, this is called structural aging. So I mentioned a little bit about this, but I want to talk about it. In our 20s, that's when our collagen begins to decline at about 1% a year. And that is, you don't really notice it, right? But when we get in our 30s, we start to notice those fine lines in our skin, notice just a little bit less like firmness and tightness. But it's really in our 40s where we notice the most significant changes because this is when the breakdown of the collagen is faster than our production of new collagen. And that's when we're in perimenopause. So think about all the symptoms that come with that. And so much of it is related to our collagen. In our 50s, this is when it accelerates. It starts to multiply the loss, the quality of our collagen. And that's when those joint problems start to come in. Have you ever noticed when you get up from a chair or something and your knees start cracking? And that is showing there's some cartilage decline and some structural support that is needed, some added for that. And let's see if I've hit all my high points I'm supposed to do. So most collagen supplements only address one of the three problems. And those three problems are that the production of collagen in our body slows down, the breakdown speeds up, and the environment that we have is weakening. So we have less good quality collagen in our bodies. Today, we're going to explain exactly what addresses all three of those. But first, I want to introduce you to one of our team members, Dixie, who is going to talk a little bit about skin glow and hydration.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Carla. So, my name is Dixie. I'm retired. I am a boy mom and a grandmother of five. My husband and I do quite a bit of traveling. We like to stay active, and our goal is to feel good and to look good at the same time. So I started noticing a real change in my skin. It was less firm, quite a bit duller, and even quite a bit drier, much to my surprise, considering I had oily skin in my younger years. So it was definitely not as fresh or not as supported, not terrible, just not comfortable. So at this time is when I started to look for better products, which I found. But what I learned was that wasn't all I really needed. So collagen is what gives the skin structure, firmness, and plumpness from the inside out. But the more I've learned and the more I've realized is that it's just not a surface issue. Collagen is what's going to give us I think I said that. Let's see. Oh, so collagen declines and the skin will start to lose its firmness and its strength from underneath, which is something that I just recently learned. So, what I think I realized was that there was no cream that was going to fix the collagen problem, that I could moisturize all day long, but it was the underneath part that I really needed to work on. So, hydration is one of the 5 fundamental habits. Hydration works hand in hand with collagen, and actually, collagen needs water to do its job. So, when we're hydrated and supporting our collagen from the inside out, our skincare will look different. You can kind of look at the analogy of like a grape versus a raisin. Some basic things, very different level of hydration and support. Once we have hydration and collagen, it helps to keep our skin like in the grape territory. So I decided I was not going to accept the inevitable. I wanted to support my body well in this season, and I want to stay active. And I want to feel good and look good while I'm doing that. That is why I added just recently the liquid BioCell collagen to keep my skin hydrated, plump at the cellular level, to actually protect, stimulate, and build that collagen. So drop a yes in the comments if you've noticed your skin changing in the last few years. And now Mary Grace will talk to us a little bit about joints. Thank you.
In 2 months, I will be 40. I'll be hitting another decade. I'm a mom of two young kids, including a toddler and a baby. And I'm also 4 months postpartum. I wear many hats in my family and I'm constantly moving. I have been using Shaklee now for 9 years. Uh, why? One of the things that I have learned ending my 30s and going into my 40s is I didn't really think a lot about joint health, but my body started talking to me. And I've also noticed my husband, who's in his 40s, who's very active and very into movement and everything, he's just starting to get like sciatica and tendonitis and all these things. And so we started to notice that while we're active, that we really need to have collagen in order to help support my body and my husband's body as well. And now, I think it's really exciting too is like with this life collagen, my husband's going to be starting it, and my dad will be too. Currently, since I'm postpartum, I'm not going to be taking it for right now, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the results with my husband, who is a chef and is constantly in the kitchen. And I've noticed that probably from all the cutting and everything, he's having a lot more elbow issues now that he's ever had. And then my dad, who is a very active glider pilot, who's always going in and outside of an airplane, his joints are starting to affect him too. So this is not just a woman's product. Collagen is structural for everybody. And it will be, I'm really excited to see like the results in my family. Now, collagen is not just a beauty ingredient. It is in every joint, every tendon, every ligament in your body. Your joints are cushioned by cartilage. So cartilage is made largely of collagen, and then when collagen declines, that cushioning gets thinner, movement gets harder, and recovery takes longer. This happens earlier than what most people expect. It does start in your mid 20s, but you can really, what I've seen in my personal life is that with my husband hitting his 40s, like that is when he's trying to feel a lot more of the aches and pains. My dad always said the joke that, after 50, if you wake up, you have no pain, then you're dead. So I'll be really interested to see what benefits this will have for my dad too. Movement and collagen have a powerful two-way relationship. Movement supports collagen health, and collagen supports movement. So when one strengthens, the other gets better. Supporting your collagen is not just about how you look, it is about how long you can keep doing the things you love. Now, has movement started feeling different? Have you had stiffer mornings, joints that talk to you more than they used to? Drop strong in the comments if this one hits home. And now I'm going to hand it off to Barbara.
Hey everybody, I'm so glad y'all are here today. I am a full-time nurse with 40 years experience. I'm a mom and a Gigi of three beautiful girls. I spend a lot of my time taking care of others as a nurse. And with this, I have to learn to take care of myself. I forgot to tell you where I'm from. I'm from Georgia, and I've been using Shaklee products for 7 years. And my topic tonight is personal to me because I've noticed my hair was thinning, my nails are brittle and thin, they peel and tear, and my skin is lacking the elasticity that it once had. This has affected me on the outside with my confidence, and it's not been a big change all at one time. It's been subtle changes a little as we go. I don't know. It's the effects of it hits you harder than what you think. As a nurse, too often I've seen where women or men ignore the changes and they push through it thinking it's just the aging process. I've done that before myself. And at this season of my life, I'm in my 60s now. I want to do things a lot differently. I want to take care of me. And that's why I'm here to tell you about the BioCell Life Plus. That the reason why I want to try it is to resolve and help fix some of these things that I've noticed. The collagen supports hair follicles that are needed to produce strong, healthy hair, and the nail beds for strong growth. As Carla mentioned, collagen decreases as we age, and this is when we'll start seeing some of the changes. And these changes are not just about looks or about being vain, it's biology. This is when the body isn't getting what it needs, it shows up on the outside. And it connects to how we feel, our energy, our vitality, our confidence. It is a mindset connection. And mindset is one of our 5 fundamental habits that we focus on here in Smart Team Choices. And when you start feeling better on the inside, you show up differently on the outside. You look and feel more vibrant. You have more confidence. You look like yourself again. And that really does matter when you show up like that for other people and especially for yourself. If you've noticed changes in your hair and nails that you didn't expect, you're not alone. There's products out there that Shaklee has. There's the new product that we have, the Life Plus, and I'm looking forward to seeing the results. I started mine last night, and if you are interested in knowing more about it, comment glow, and somebody, your ambassador, will reach out to you. And I think Daphne will take over now with the science and the daily routine.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Super helpful. And I always love hearing your personal story of your journey. So I think Carla's going to bring up a slide for me. And while she does that, I kind of teased at the beginning of this conversation that I was never a collagen gal. I always thought it was more of a beauty product, kind of what Mary Grace was mentioning. I didn't understand really the complexity of how many parts of our bodies that collagen is needed and essential for. So at this stage in my life, I'm 48. I've been using Shaklee products for, I don't know, I think it's 12 years now. And I'm really focused on longevity. I'm focused on mobility. I'm focused on well care, like things that I can do right now that will help me later, which it took me until a few years ago to realize that collagen is part of that equation. Now, if you have spent any time in the wellness space, you've probably heard the word collagen. We've given you the background and the definition today. But the thing that was the game changer for me and this collagen product is this slide right here, which is the 3 ways that our collagen product, the one that we're focused on today, why it's a game changer. And it's because it's not like other products in the market. Number one, it works to protect what we already have in our body. So it's trying to hold on to the collagen that we have and the processes that are happening in our bodies that can help defend basically our existing collagen. Number 2, our product is stimulating collagen production. So this is great because the product is helping sort of wake up our systems and telling them, hey, get out there, like keep building, keep growing. And Carla talked about the problem of how, as our bodies age, we decrease our collagen production. So this stimulation of being able to create collagen in our bodies is really, really important because it's waking up what we're already doing. So we're protecting what we have, we're waking up what we're doing, and then we're also doing the building process. So helping reinforce the collagen fibers that we need to stay strong, to stay flexible, to stay mobile. And so this trifecta is what makes this particular collagen product different. It's helping our bodies signal, you know, um, throughout our bodies, there's messages happening all the time, and this collagen product like is getting the right messages to the right systems at the right time. So I'm thrilled about this product. And now here's the best part. I'm a busy mom, a busy woman. I told you I'm 48. And so I don't have time to add another complicated process to my wellness you know, steps each day. And so all it is a tablespoon in the morning and a tablespoon at night. And here's what I'm going to share with you. All I do is take off the lid and take a swig. I know it's not pretty, but less dishes for me is a good thing and less steps. And the reason that I wanted to highlight the simplicity of it is because it really is that easy. You can add a tablespoon to your smoothie. You can drink it straight out of the bottle. You can add it to a drink that you're drinking throughout the day. It is simple, easy. You do it in the morning and you do it in the evening. And the reason that that dosage is so important is, as Carla mentioned, there is science, there are, studies behind these products, and the best bang for the buck is long-term use, 90-day use, with a tablespoon in the morning and a tablespoon in the evening. So when we're talking about um, putting in orders and talking with you about the specifics of the product, starting with 2 bottles, which is listed here, the duo is the place to start because then you get full coverage. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you to start supporting the collagen in your body? If you are able to comment below, whether you're watching the replay or listening live, we'd love to hear. Does this get you excited about your collagen? Because I never thought I'd be excited about my collagen, but this product is a game changer for me. So I think, Carla, unless I missed something, I think you are closing us out today. Oh, we can't hear you.
That is true. That is true. First of all, I want to thank the team, you beautiful ladies, for being here today and sharing your real stories. Like, we haven't been using this forever, so we don't have these incredible stories yet. But what we do have is we have the clinical proof, and we do have years and years of stories of people using the original formula and their results. So we've identified a 3-part problem. We've identified a 3-part solution. We've shared with you why most collagen falls short, and we shared what we can all do about it. So I want to now share some stories from people who use the original formula. First, I want to introduce you to Jen Hunter. She started using the liquid BioCell plus another one of our products, Trim and Smooth, that also has this matrix in it of collagen and hyaluronic acid. And she was having a really hard time losing weight. But she started using it and she noticed that her connective tissue improved. She had lower inflammation, and her body then was able to respond to her strength training and her balanced nutrition better. She noticed puffiness in her hips, waist, and thighs went down too. Now, I want to share my personal story. I've been using this version of the liquid biocell for 2 weeks now. And this is exactly what I've noticed about my training. I meet with a personal trainer every week. And she told me yesterday, she goes, we can put more weights on. You're doing better. You're holding it better. You're not getting as, because I complain a lot about things that tendons and the things I was telling you about earlier hurting. And she's like, we're just doing so much better. So I'm experiencing that in just 2 weeks already, seeing that improvement. I also want to introduce you to Michael here because we want to get a male perspective as well. He was having a lot of problems with his shoulder mobility. He'd even been told that he may need to have some surgery, but he used this product, and after 7 weeks, he noticed that he had better mobility and he could do pain-free lifting. And after 90 days, he was able to get back to his full workout, sleeping better, and his mobility improved. So excellent story. And then Teresina, she has a thyroid issue. And so she had a lot of this hair loss. She had some surgical procedures done to help with some of her problems. And then she had lost all this hair. And within a month of using the liquid BioCell, and she started to notice the hair start filling in. And this picture is 3 months in with her liquid BioCell collagen. and her hairstylist noticed that her hair was coming in thicker. And she says it's really helping with her perimenopause symptoms, and her hip pain has gone down. And she also paired it with one of our other products, Vivix, which is cellular repair. We're talking about structural repair today, but paired with Vivix, this is quite a duo as well. Now, let's see. Let's talk about, if you're excited about giving this project a try with us, how do you get started? Well, the first thing I want to tell you is that we do have membership perks. And the great thing about these membership perks is a membership is normally $20. It's a one-time fee. You don't have to pay renewals every year. There's truly no catches. But what it does is it establishes an account and perks for buying from us. You get 15% off everything, including your first order. You get free and flat rate shipping. So it's free on any orders over $150, and it's flat rate of $8.99 on anything else you order. And you have access to loyalty rewards. So you can earn up to 15% back for committing to your wellness. The beautiful thing about this is that with the duo, you can get that absolutely free, that free membership. So here's where you can get started. So as Daphne was telling you, just starting with 2 bottles a month is going to give you the clinical dose of morning and evening. And that's a $178 value. But when you start with this duo, you're going to get your membership free and membership pricing on the very first order for $152. And then if you've been following along and you know, like we are big proponents on supporting that environment that our collagen is made in with healthy proteins and also some good supplements. And if you're curious about that Vivix I was telling you about, this BioAge Reset Stack is an incredible value and is going to give you a complete comprehensive wellness program. This is $453 value, and you're going to get it for $299. But here's the beautiful thing. If you're ready to get started with us, we're not just selling you a supplement. We want you to really get results. And the people that get the best results are the people that are consistent. So we've created the inner circle to help make sure that you get there. Here's what you're going to get. When you buy the duo in any combo, whether you just get the duo or get our other bundles, we're going to invite you into our private Facebook group with our whole team who's going to show up regularly. We're doing this with you. We just got our bottles. We're documenting our journey. We're taking our before and afters. We have a 90-day tracker to help you stay on track. That's going to help you log your morning and evening servings, but also to track your changes over time. And you're going to be in a community with real people just like you doing this with you. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to share our journeys as we go. Now, this is completely optional. It's for people who like to do things with community, but it is what can make a big difference between just taking a product and completely transforming your health. If you want to get in the inner circle, we recommend you order by April 25th to be included. Now, one last thing. If you've been watching this and you've been saying, I can think of 4 or 5 other people that I want to share this with, well, you might want to consider becoming an ambassador. It's not required and it's certainly not for everyone, but if it tickles your fancy, there are some great benefits that come with this. First of all, you can earn 30% on all your new customers, and you can also earn up to 40% on the returning customers. So it's a great thing. It really takes another conversation. So reach out to the person that invited you and they can help you to decide if that's the path for you. And we do have some incredible join bundles. I just want to highlight them here. We've got that Reset Stack and the Ready, Set, Glow Stack. And these come with a business starter kit and they include priority shipping. So free. So you're going to get your order fast. That's the great thing. So I want to remind you today that we are not just selling a supplement. We are inviting you into a community of women and men who are choosing to age on their own terms. So you either get to choose how you age, or aging is choosing for you. In our community, we have a saying, progress over perfection, always. I want to thank you so much for being here. And I want to ask you if you will drop the words inner circle in the comment section if you are ready to join us. We cannot wait to do this with you. And Daphne, do you have any closing comments? You're always good at wrapping things up.
I love having these conversations because we want to take the guesswork and the myths out of information about these products, but then also how they apply to real life and what it means to me. I don't want to be sold another thing. I want to understand why it's important at this stage of my life. And so I hope today that we provide clarity on that. I hope we gave you confidence in why collagen is important. And certainly, we've got more information. If you are the science brain like me, we can get you all the details you ever wanted about this product and others. And as always, everything is customizable to your health goals, to your budget, to wherever you are in life. So just reach out to your favorite Shaklee person and we can get you headed in the right direction. It is truly one of our favorite things to do. So thank you for being part of the conversation today.
Bye for now.